world of K-pop seemed to pause for a moment. The hum of airports, the rhythm of timelines, even the noise of daily life, all silenced when two familiar figures appeared at Frankfurt airport. Jimin and Jungkook, the golden duo of BTS, stepped into the public eye once again, and in that single moment, millions of hearts across continents beat as one. What began as an ordinary morning in Germany quickly transformed into something unforgettable. The quiet hum of travelers turned into a storm of excitement as whispers spread through the terminal. They're here. Jimin and Jungkook are here. Within minutes, the air was filled with flashing cameras, the echo of fans calling their names, and that indescribable electricity that only BTS can bring wherever they go. For ARMY, this wasn't just an airport appearance. It was a reunion, a tangible reminder of the connection that has held strong since the very beginning. The automatic glass doors slid open and the world seemed to slow down. Jimin emerged first, soft and composed, wrapped in a beige trench coat that fluttered slightly as he walked. A black mask covered his face, but the brightness of his eyes and the small curve of his lips beneath it spoke volumes. Behind him, Jungkook appeared, calm yet commanding, wearing a dark bomber jacket over a crisp white shirt, his silver chain catching the sterile airport lights like a spark in the dark. It wasn't just about their looks or their fame, it was the way the air shifted when they walked together. Jungkook glanced back, just a brief look, to check if Jimin was following. Jimin caught the motion and gave a small nod. No words were exchanged, but the understanding was clear. To outsiders it might seem like nothing. To ARMY it was everything. Within minutes, social media platforms around the globe lit up. Hashtags like #Jikook in Germany, #Jimin and Jungkook arrived, and #BTS in Europe climbed to the top of trending charts in more than 50 countries. Clips, fan cams, slow-motion edits, and emotional fan compilations flooded timelines. Every detail was examined. The way Jungkook subtly slowed down his steps so Jimin could keep pace beside him, the soft brush of their sleeves as they passed through security, even the moment when Jungkook's hand hovered protectively behind Jimin as the crowd pressed forward. To most people it would be just crowd control, but to those who followed their journey since the trainee days, it was a sign of something deeper. Care, respect, and a connection forged in shared years of struggle and success. One fan wrote, "You can see it in their body language, even without words they protect each other." Another said, "Every time Jimin smiles, Jungkook looks calmer. It's like they bring balance wherever they go." Rumors had been swirling for days. Whispers of flights, private schedules, and possible European collaborations. Now that both have been spotted together in Germany, speculation is at an all-time high. Some believe it's connected to Jungkook's ongoing partnership with Calvin Klein. Others think it could be a joint project, perhaps a photo shoot, a documentary, or even a surprise performance. HYB has remained silent, and that silence only amplifies the mystery. Still, armies are piecing together clues. Sightings of HYB staff, equipment cases labeled with production codes, and local photographers reportedly stationed near a high-end hotel in Frankfurt. Could this be a secret filming? A new brand campaign? Or maybe, just maybe, a visual reunion that marks a new chapter for both? Whatever the reason, one thing is clear. The sight of Jimin and Jungkook walking side by side again has reignited something powerful within the fandom. A particular moment stood out above all. Jungkook's gentle, instinctive gesture as he reached back slightly, guiding Jimin through the throng of fans. It was protective, natural, and over in less than a second, yet it sent the internet into a frenzy. That short clip, captured from multiple angles, quickly amassed millions of views. Set to emotional background music, fans edited it into slow-motion montages, overlaying captions like, "The way he makes sure Jimin's safe, priceless." In those few seconds, everything that defines Jikook was there. Understanding without words, safety without show, affection without performance. The reunion feels especially poignant considering the paths they've taken recently. Jungkook has spent the past year conquering the world as a soloist, from global stages to award ceremonies, his golden era shining brighter than ever. Jimin, on the other hand, has been quietly preparing for his next chapter after the monumental success of Face. Both have grown individually, refining their artistry, their image, their inner worlds. And yet, when they stand side by side, something familiar returns. A warmth that reminds everyone of where it all began. For over a decade they've been more than teammates. They've been brothers, each other's home in a world that often feels too loud. Watching them together again, laughing softly in an airport far from Seoul, feels like witnessing a piece of history replay itself. Or maybe restart. People often talk about chemistry as something seen on stage. Synchronization, eye contact, shared rhythm. But what Jimin and Jungkook share goes beyond performance. It's quiet. It's steady. It's built on years of shared glances, small sacrifices and mutual trust. There's a reason fans often say, they move like mirrors. Because they do, in step, in tone, in emotion. Watching their interactions in Germany, even through shaky fan-captured videos, you can sense it. That unspoken thread that has tied them together through every high and low. Their arrival in Germany isn't just logistical, it carries symbolism. Years ago, BTS filmed parts of their early music videos there. Jungkook once mentioned in an interview how he dreamed of exploring Europe on his own. Jimin, known for his love of quiet reflection, has often spoken about finding peace in unfamiliar places. Now the two of them stand in that same country, older, wiser and more grounded, as if revisiting the ghosts of their past to create something new. It feels like a full-circle moment, a bridge between their history and their future. Some fans even believe this trip could represent a transition, a step toward something beyond music. Perhaps film, fashion, or a cross-cultural project that fuses their individual artistry. Whatever it is, the thought of Jimin and Jungkook creating together again fills the fandom with a hope that words can't capture. Meanwhile, in Seoul, BTS's remaining members continue their respective journeys. Jin and J-Hope serve in the military, while RM, Suga, and V pursue solo work across music, art, and performance. But when news of Jimin and Jungkook's arrival in Germany broke, fans felt that nostalgic tug, the kind that reminds everyone of BTS's unity. Armies flooded social media with emotional posts. It feels like home again. Seeing them together brings back everything I love about BTS. No matter the distance, the bond between the seven never fades. It just evolves, manifesting in unexpected reunions like this one. As night fell over Frankfurt, the story continued. Fans reported black vans leaving the airport under heavy security. Some spotted what looked like camera crews. Others saw stylists carrying garment bags. Word spread that both idols were checking into a luxury hotel overlooking the city skyline. Could this be the start of a European documentary? A joint brand campaign? Or perhaps a music-related secret that will take the world by surprise? No one knows for sure. But that's part of the magic. The anticipation that BTS has mastered for years. What's truly fascinating about Jimin and Jungkook is how effortlessly they command attention. They don't need dramatic entrances or press conferences. Their silence speaks louder than any statement. It's a power rooted not in fame but in authenticity. From late-night live streams to chaotic airports, their bond remains consistent, grounded, sincere, and quietly magnetic. Together they represent not just the legacy of BTS, but the timeless idea that real connection outlasts distance, fame, and even time itself. Perhaps the most unforgettable moment of the day came at the very end. A fleeting, blink-can-you'll-miss-it second as they exited the airport. Amid the noise, Jimin turned slightly, eyes crinkling as he laughed at something Jungkook said. Jungkook grinned back, that familiar dimple appearing for just an instant. And in that heartbeat, everything else disappeared. The cameras, the chaos, the distance of the past months. All that remained was two people, sharing a quiet joy that needed no explanation. That's the power of Jikook, the way their smallest gestures carry oceans of meaning. As fans across time zones replay clips and share theories, one truth echoes louder than any headline. Jimin and Jungkook's bond is unbreakable. It's built on years of shared dreams, laughter, exhaustion, and triumph. Whether this trip marks the beginning of a project or simply a fleeting reunion, it reminds the world why BTS isn't just a band. It's a story still being written. The sight of them walking side by side in Germany is more than fan service. It's a symbol of continuity, of hope, of the kind of connection that turns moments into memories. So tonight, as the world scrolls through airport clips and wonders what comes next, one thing is certain. The story of Jimin and Jungkook and of BTS itself is far from over. It's still unfolding, one step, one smile, one heartbeat at a time. And the world once again is watching.